Hello everyone and welcome to the finale of our Bobby Eaton tribute. We have got a SWE Tag Team Championship match. As we've got the Von Erichs there in the middle, Marshall in the cowboy hat and Ross on his right. We've got the two-man power trip, Stone Cold Steve Austin, Triple H on the left, and on the right-hand side we have got beautiful Bobby Eaton and Sweet Stan Lane of the Midnight Express. This is a triple threat elimination style tag team championship match, so both members of the team do need to be pinned or submitted to be eliminated. Last one or two going, or I was going to say alive. Alive is the wrong phrase, isn't it? Last one or two left in this match will become champions. Of course, it can be one, it could be the whole team. But for example, we could see, Ross Von Erich there, who getting currently attacked by Bobby Eaton. We could see him go out very first. And Marshall could still go on and retain the championships for them as long as Marshall does not get pinned. That makes sense? I hope it makes sense. So it's been a bit of a tricky week so far for the Midnight Express. They've sort of turned it around a bit the last couple of days. Since Stan Lane came in to replace Dennis Condroy, it does seem to have gone a bit more towards the Midnight Express. Of course, we got the Von Erichs, who won the Tag Team Championships back at the MLW Battle Royale pay-per-view. And then we've got, of course, the two-man power trip, the team that won the Fatal 4-Way elimination. The one that was at Tag Team Turmoil a couple of weeks back, the pay-per-view I never managed to finish because of work constraints. But this, of course, is now their opportunity. So we've got Marshall Von Erich, middle of the ring with a big uppercut into the back of the head of Hunter Hearst Helmsley. Of course, Stone Cold Steve Austin there as well. Stone Cold Steve Austin will want a little bit of retribution since he was on the team that lost to Bobby Eaton as well as Rick Rude and... No, he was on Bobby Eaton's team, wasn't he? What am I on about? He wants some retribution for losing that match, I suppose. I don't know. Let's just ignore I said that because I completely messed that one up. I do apologise. So it is tornado style. However, pinfalls and submissions have to take place inside the ring. Currently, the only two men inside the ring are Sweet Stan Lane as well as Triple H, Mr. Hunter. The man with the golden shovel as... Wow, Stan Lane using some very educated feet. Didn't see that coming from him. Taking Hunter up now into that front slam. And the Midnight Express are in control here. Stan Lane round with a German suplex on Triple H. As Bobby Eaton now inside the ring with Ross Von Erich as well. I'm sure Omega is watching this with bated breath, hoping the Midnight Express can become your new SWE Tag Team Champions. As Stan Lane with a super kick into Triple H. This is a big opportunity now with Marshall having Stone Cold Steve Austin under control. There's the pin. 1, 2. Oh, Triple H is able to survive. Bobby Eaton did just catch Ross Von Erich there with the knee drop, but Ross is back up on his feet now. But Stan Lane in full control of Triple H. Of course, they have built some momentum throughout this week. Nice elbow drop there by Ross Von Erich on Triple H as well. Ross now bringing Hunter back up to a standing base, but Hunter with the eye rake. Stan now with a kick once again. Omega, if you are watching this, did Stan Lane ever have this many kicks in his arsenal? It just seems I wasn't expecting this many kicks and so forth from a wrestler of that generation, but I've not really seen the Midnight Express wrestle too much in my lifetime, so you'll have to let me know on that one, mate, if you've watched more of it than I have. But yeah, a little bit surprised with the amount. There's a scissor kick, there's a stunner there by Austin on Marshall Von Erich. And Austin now with a pin on Marshall as Bobby Eaton taking down Ross. And there is our first elimination. One half of your current tag team champions. The Von Erichs are gone. Marshall Von Erich is gone. Eliminated by Stone Cold Steve Austin. Austin now pushing Stan Lane over. Managing to glitch Stan Lane through time and space there. As Bobby Eaton with a clothesline right into the back of the head of Austin. Of course, the Von Erichs are now the ones who are in the difficult position. They have only one man left in this match. Triple H then looking for that big spine buster, but beautiful Bobby Eaton able to reverse it into that DDT. Club and blow into the back. Strike into the face as well. Nice suplex there by beautiful Bobby Eaton. Brings Hunter back up to a standing base. And now up into a backbreaker. Looks like a rock bottom backbreaker. There's a nice drop kick right in the side of the head there by Ross Von Erich on Stone Cold Steve Austin. Bobby Eaton now just choking away Triple H. Tell you what, if they can eliminate Triple H here, this is going to be a big elimination because Austin's down on the outside. It will believe the Midnight Express with a man advantage over both their opponents, and Triple H is gone. Okay, this is Midnight Express here in prime position. You have got both members of the Midnight Express still there. You've got one member of the two-man power trip. It's just a one-man power trip now. And you've got one Von Erich in the shape of Ross. So Austin will probably have to start working together here with Ross Von Erich, to be honest, to secure his position in this match. If either Ross Von Erich or Austin do get eliminated, this match will become a 2-on-1 handicap match, essentially. Rake to the eyes there by Bobby Eaton. Midnight Express here looking most likely to walk away here, tag team champions. Stan Lane dumping Austin to the outside. Brings Austin up into that big vertical suplex over the top as Ross Von Erich reversing. And now looking to roll Bobby over into a Boston Crab submission. Stan Lane is there to break up with a dropkick right in the base of the spine of Ross Von Erich. Into that big DDT as well. The thing is, if we know that anybody can sustain a handicap match, we know it's Stone Cold Steve Austin. We know how good he is at fighting against the odds, doesn't he? He's done it a lot in his career, and he could do it again as Stan Lane now German suplex on Ross Von Erich. Bobby Eaton, big boot in the face of Austin now round the back. In with that high angle backdrop as Stan Lane with a reverse DDT, Scorpion Death Drop if you will. Big backbreaker by Bobby Eaton. The Midnight Express in firm control here, elbow in the face. Boot in the gut. In with a butterfly suplex. There's a pin here by Bobby Eaton on Stone Cold Steve Austin for the 1. The 2. It's only a 2 count. It's only a 2 count. Austin back up, just clotheslines Bobby Eaton and then trying to take out Stan Lane from behind as well. Just rocking those rights and lefts, and you can see that both him and Ross Von Erich working together on Stan Lane. Stan Lane fight to become free, but Austin and Ross Von Erich taken down once again. Smartest thing here for Stan Lane was to try to escape out the ring here and try and get Ross Von Erich and Stone Cold Steve Austin to go at each other. I don't think they're going to be... Well, you never know. It's every man for themselves in these sort of matchups, isn't it? As Austin there just broke up the pin. Quite sure about that one, to be honest, but... There's a neck breaker by Austin on Sweet Stan Lane, and Stan Lane is really heavily busted open now. And Ross Von Erich stopping... Oh, Stan Lane able to avoid the stunner. Stan Lane trying to grab the leg of Austin, but Ross Von Erich fighting back, and it's a bit of a cluster at the moment because I think both Ross and Austin both want to work together to eliminate Stan Lane, but at the same time they both want to get the pinfall. It's an odd one at the moment, as we do seem to have a bit of a freeze. Okay, so let us do a bit of controller assignment work. Okay. There we go. And control assignment back there. Okay. That's a great little addition, that old control assignment, because now every time there is a little crash like that, you can... well, it's not a crash, a little bug like that, you can fix it quite easily, can't you? Big Russian leg sweep there by Bobby Eaton on the outside. Stan Lane is really heavily busted open. Austin gets jawbreaker by Stan Lane. Run the back now into that German suplex. Done well with that so far in this match. Big boot across the gut and elbow in the face as well. Another big boot in the gut area as Stan Lane now dropping those boots. And Stan Lane stomping a mud hole in Stone Cold Steve Austin. Not many people have done that in the past. And there's that big super kick. This could be enough. If Austin is gone, then surely Midnight Express have got, well, an easy train all the way to the championship. But Austin was able to kick out of the super kick. Bobby Eaton now sending Ross Von Erich into the ring. Sweet Stan Lane now with a vertical suplex on Austin. Ross Von Erich locked in this reverse chin lock. Normally wouldn't be enough, but there's been a lot of damage done so far, so you never know. Austin now just tripping out Stan. Look how much blood Stan Lane has lost. It is not a good position for him to be in. Austin running clothesline flattens Ross Von Erich. So still in this one man of the two-man power trip. One Von Erich and both members of the Midnight Express. At this point in time, it would be against the run of play if the Midnight Express did not win the championships here. They are in a prime position to do so. Nice double foot stomp right in the gut. Ross Von Erich now just dragging Austin into the middle of the ring. And you see here, it looks like Ross Von Erich, it just seems mad to me to try and pin Austin at this point in time. If you pin Austin, you essentially put yourself in a 2-on-1 handicap match. It doesn't make sense to me. But Ross Von Erich is going after... I mean, maybe Ross Von Erich is... I know, obviously, putting yourself in a 2-on-1 situation is a bad situation, but at the same time, getting a pin over Stone Cold Steve Austin is a very good situation to be in, I suppose.
Guys, what?
Oh! Sorry, my computer just kicked off a video there. Yeah, getting a pinfall against Stone Cold Steve Austin on your record is definitely a big boost. It's probably not the sort of thing that is going to help your team. However, it's definitely going to help your singles career, I suppose. Ross Von Erich down. You see Stan Lane now just staring down, just watching Ross Von Erich going at Austin. Looks like a beautiful Bobby Eaton is still crushed on the outside. Stan Lane bringing Austin back up to his feet, and it took a lot to get Austin back up there. Austin fighting back with a clubbing blow against the back of Stan Lane. Bobby Eaton now that backbreaker on Ross Von Erich as Stan Lane just flattens Austin. There's the pin on Ross, and there is the elimination. We are guaranteed brand new champions here. It's a 2-on-1 situation now. The Midnight Express versus Stone Cold Steve Austin. We're guaranteed new tag team champions. And at this point in time, surely it's got to be the Midnight Express. Surely. Nice drop kick in the back there as Stan Lane held on to Austin. Big diving elbow right into the head of Austin. Austin also now rocking that crimson mask. Only a 2 count. Bobby Eaton with a boot across the chest of Austin. If Stan Lane leaves... No, he doesn't. It's the problem. I think Bobby Eaton's finisher is off the turnbuckle. So every time that he tries to go for that, Stan Lane picks Austin up. So the one thing they're not good at on this game is leaving people alone. Austin now just taking down Bobby Eaton. But Stan Lane saw him coming over the top. The numbers game just taking control of this one now. Stan Lane now just slamming the head of Austin into that top turnbuckle pad. Well, I mean, this is Austin's best opportunity. He's got a one-on-one here technically inside the ring. Because Bobby Eaton is down on the outside, but Stan Lane's still in control. And a spinning kick in the corner and a big boot in the spine as well. And now Looking to drop him in that shin breaker. And Austin slides to the outside. Sweet Stan Lane very happy with the situation at the moment. As he should be, but he has now been caught. And Austin, pile driver on the outside. Wow. That was brutal by Austin, but he's back up though. The battle continues even further at the ramp now, and this seems like Austin's just trying to take out one man. Trying to be smart, taking out one man, but Stan Lane takes control and sends Austin clashing straight in to the apron. That's the words I'm looking for. I know I'll figure out eventually. Both members of the Midnight Express now back in the ring as Bobby Eaton taking Austin up into that final cut. Stan Lane now with a German suplex. Oh. My Tesco's grocery order's on its way. Lovely. There's the pin. And oh no, still not enough. Still not enough. But it's only a matter of time here, surely. Surely this is just a matter of time. It's 2-on-1. Austin is firmly being controlled here by Sweet Stan Lane, who once again goes after that knee in the leg. But Austin does fight back. Knocking Stan Lane down, and again this is a big opportunity. Oh, but I think Austin there might have been going for the stunner once again. But Stan Lane was able to avoid it. Stan Lane now heading up to the top, and Bobby Eaton gonna... yeah. They're taking it in turns to ruin each other's attacks from the top, aren't they, really? Austin now trying to lock the Fez press, but it was avoided, and Stan Lane able to bring Austin back up. Lovely takedown. Very judo-style arm drag takedown. That's the word I'm looking for. I can't talk anymore. It's been a long week. Another sip of me beer, that'll do the trick. Stan Lane brings Austin back up to a standing base, chop across the chest, boot in the gut, and then into that butterfly suplex. This is not going to work, Eaton. Stan Lane going in for the pin. Eaton breaks it. Eaton wants the pin, okay. It's his tribute show, and Eaton gets the pin. Bobby Eaton gets the pin, and there we go. This is actually... I can't believe how this has worked out. It's worked out incredibly well, hasn't it? The Midnight Express are your brand new SWE Tag Team Champions of the World. And I can tell Omega Project is very happy right now. Of course, let's not take away from the fact that this week has been... a chance to look back and really appreciate Bobby Eaton and the Midnight Express. Of course, we recently lost him, but now we get a chance to really live through more of his legacy as he becomes a tag team champion. Into the singles rankings. Let's do the tag team rankings first then. The Midnight Express move up to +1 in the tag team rankings. That is the first time I think they've ever been in a plus. So they have fired themselves really far up the rankings now. And then we have the two-man power trip getting only their second loss in 7 matches. And we have the Von Erich. Where's the Von Erichs? There they are. Marshall and Ross. They were on +1. They moved down to 0. Then into the singles. Oh my god, there's so many Von Erichs to go through. Kerry, Kevin, David. There we go. Marshall and Ross. There we are. We found the right ones. They both lose a point. Stone Cold Steve Austin. Not Austin Gunn. Steve Austin. There he is. He was on +5. He now moves down to +4. Triple H was in 7th position on +10. He's going to lose a point now, move down to +9. And then, of course, Bobby Eaton, who has moved himself up to -2, now moves up to -1, whereas Sweet Stan Lane is going to move himself up on to 0. So the Midnight Express have had a fantastic week, really. They were very close to the bottom of the rankings, and they've really managed to work their way up. Of course, Mr. Dennis Condra has still got a bit of work to do. But at the moment, I think they've done pretty damn well for themselves. So that is the end of this this week's worth of shows. Next week, we're going to be working towards AEW's All Out by recreating the current card they've got planned, which should be interesting, showcasing some of those matches. So thank you very much for watching this one. If you have enjoyed it, hit the like button, subscribe, and all the other good stuff, and I will see you again next time. And once again, before we leave, thank you very much to Omega Project for coming up with so many fantastic matches, and hopefully Midnight Express becoming champions has been the reward you were hoping for. Good night. Bye-bye.